Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Shabana Osman presenting to you the 17th episode of our relationship series. And today I wanted to discuss the topic of your relationship with your extended family. This is a core subject, and most people have in the times that we live in have neglected the relationship we have with our relations. We don't connect with our relatives, we don't connect with our cousins, we don't connect with our aunts and uncles, our grandparents, and all that. But why is it important for us to connect in this relationship? So let's first deal with scientifically. So we have something called a social brain. Social brain is an analogy, a theory that has been explained. The size of our brains enables us to actually recognize different levels of people. And you can imagine, if you compare ourselves with other primates, other beings, you will notice that if you follow the science, other primates can only in essence recognize their maternal side of the family. They don't even recognize the father's side of the family. And yet we human beings have been given a brain size, an ability, a social brain that recognizes, is familiar with people and relations, and we really keenly assess that. And why do we have all that? What is the essence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessing us with such a unique feature as human beings? So in essence, human beings need three things in a relationship. One is love, and the second one is we need attachments, and the third one is we need communication. So when you look at, in essence, how we've been created, we crave for love, and when we get the love, we actually emit a hormone, oxytocin, which is known as the love hormone, and that basically makes us thrive. It makes us feel good. It enables us connect with other people, and that in essence also serves our purpose as human beings, because we are able to create relationships, we are able to connect to other people, and that is a need we have. We need love, we need mercy, and that is why one of the essence that our human entirely need for us to be familiar with others is so that we are able to create a sense. The social brain has the ability to familiarize itself, to seek for trust, and to find that emotional connection with other people. The other thing that we need to have connection and relationship with is because we also need that aspect of attachment. And the easiest way to attach is to our own people. We need a sense of belonging. We need to know the people we are attaching with. So if you look at your relationship with your relatives, your immediate family, what will happen? You could even disagree, but at the end of the day, with deep inside you, you will not be comfortable. You will want to maintain that relationship. You will feel uncomfortable even if you don't relate. And if an eventuality even happens, people forget everything. If you hear a relative is sick, what happens? You forget all the wrong they did. If you hear somebody that is your relative passes on, you will rush and go miles away so that you can attend the burial. Why? Because we have that attachment within us. We have a sense of belonging we have within each other, so that we can have that attachment. And those attachment, why are they important? Because they bring to us security. They give us that ability to belong somewhere, and humans are a social being, and they need that feeling to belong somewhere. And the third aspect of why we need this relationship is communication. When you are communicating among yourself in an environment where it doesn't matter, because a friend you can choose, you can actually disconnect with, but a relative, based on our Islamic Sharia, you can't disconnect from your relatives. Why? Even if you disagree, you're told to maintain ties, and if you cut off ties, it's a major sin. So look at the beauty of how Allah blesses us. He makes us connect to each other. He enables our brain allows us to actually crave for it, and we develop a skill, a communication skill, in the easiest way possible, because this is an environment you will still belong whether you agree or disagree. So imagine where you have relationships which are maintained. What will happen if you see an environment where there's a lot of family gathering, cousins mix with each other, relatives mix with each other? What happens? It builds those three connections: the love, the ability to attach to each other, and three, you're able to develop your communication skills, which all of them help you thrive. So if you look at it from the point of how you're growing up, a teenager, when he's trying to find his identity, he will not be able to openly express his communication. But if he had connections with his relatives, he will develop those qualities, those abilities to actually use the roller coaster time of his teenagehood to develop his identity, but without fear of being felt he's out of place, because he had learned to communicate with his close relatives in such a way, like especially his cousins, and he will be able to blend in. As you grow older and you become an adult, what happens? You start blending in with a spouse, you have interactions with other people, and all that helps you do what? Enables you to express your emotions, and that is again a quality that you developed because you could be able to connect, and connection brings emotions, helps you emotional regulate yourself. So it is very important to be able to connect with your close relationship, because that is in itself not just a virtue, but it enables you develop your physiology, your psychology, so that you can have that connection you're looking for. And as you grow older, when you reach the stage of old age, what do these old people crave for? What does an elderly person crave for? They look for that